Hey there, this is Amelia here. Welcome to Amelia's crossdressing story. Today we are going to share a story called Trip to Paris Part 28. By Teddy. For more interesting and exclusive stories, please subscribe to my channel and support me at Patreon. The one problem that the couple had was Jamie. Jamie just couldn't be around as much as they would like her to be. And it wasn't because they didn't try. It was because Ariane was around. To the point of almost being a pest. She would drop in unannounced on weekday evenings. Saturdays she was around most of the day. Sunday she would find them at church and hang around until they went to Ronnie's parents. One day just after Ariane had left, Jason finally said, "I can't take this much longer." "What, honey?" Ronnie asked. "Ariane. I know she's your best friend. But I have someone inside me that wants out." "I know, love. I want Jamie too. Does she have to be around all the time? What about her and Henri? Don't they have a life?" "Yes. But, you know he's gone a lot on business. And, she's lonely." "I know. But, we need our time together too." "Ronnie and Jamie?" "And Ronnie and Jason. I miss just cuddling up with you for an evening alone." "I know, honey. I'll have a talk with her." "No. I'll live with it. I don't want to hurt her feelings. She'll understand." "No. Just drop it. If you say so." A few days later at dinner, Ronnie said to Jason, "Honey, what would you say if I told Ariane about Jamie?" "You didn't. Did you? We were talking the other day. And the conversation drifted to people with an alternate lifestyle. And Ronnie had said, "Honey, what would you say if I told Ariane about Jamie?" And Jason had said, "You didn't. Did you?" "Not really. But we were talking the other day. And the conversation drifted to people with an alternate lifestyle. And what? Ariane told me that one of our friends from school, Marie, was AL. We talked about how we felt about people with a different lifestyle. And I mentioned that we had a friend that was a guy that lived full-time as a girl and that we didn't have a problem with her. And that we really look at her as a girl." "Linda?" "Yes." And Ariane was very curious and asked a lot of questions. She was very curious about guys dressing in girls' clothes. "So, she doesn't know about Jamie?" "No. But, from our conversation, I don't think she'd have a problem with her." "Let's not." "Why?" "She's a good friend, and really likes you. And it might be fun for Jamie to have friends in France." "I know she's a good friend. But, if we tell her, she'll tell Henri, and who knows how he'll take it. I think he'd be all right with Jamie." "Why?" "Marie is Henry's cousin. And, from what Ariane told me, he's about the only one in the family, other than her mother, that supports her." "Well, let's not push it. Being a crossdresser is different than being AL. It's your call, lover. But, I think it would be fun going out with them." 3 girls and a guy? Sure. A guy would be crazy not wanting to be seen with 3 pretty girls. Even if one of those girls was a guy? One evening when Jason came home from work, Ronnie met him at the door with a big kiss. And then she said, "Go in the bedroom." "Why?" he asked. "Just go. You'll see." He noticed the twinkle in her eyes, the sly smile on her face, and figured she was up to no good. He headed for the bedroom, with Ronnie right on his heels. As he walked into the bedroom, he saw some of Jamie's clothes laid out on the bed. He turned, looked at Ronnie, and she said, "Hi, Jamie." "Really? We won't be having company tonight." "Really? No surprise visits?" "I told Ariane that we need some time alone. And she understood. Besides, Henri is home." Later, as Ronnie and Jamie sat down to supper, Ronnie said, "It's really nice to have Jamie here." It's nice to be here and not worry about interruptions. Are we going to be able to do this on a regular basis? Yes. It was Ariane that actually said that she was becoming too much of a pest. Not a pest. Just someone that enjoys your company too much. Our company. But, with a grin, Ronnie said, I enjoyed Jamie's company more. That evening saw the rekindling of the love-making sessions that used to accompany Jamie's visits. One evening in early October, the four, Ronnie, Jason, Ariane, and Henri, were out on the town, and Ronnie had picked up an entertainment newspaper. As they were sitting at a sidewalk cafe enjoying a drink, Ronnie was glancing through the paper. She spent a long time looking at one page, and got a little smile on her face. Later that evening, as Ronnie and Jason were getting ready for bed, Jason asked, What did you see in that paper that brought a smile to your face? Why? It was that smile that you get when you're planning something. So, what are you up to? Nothing. Nothing? I know better. Tell? It's nothing. Jason gave her a look of, I know better and you'd better tell me, as he grabbed her, tossed her on the bed, and started tickling her. She pleaded, Stop. Stop. Please stop. Only after you tell me, Jason replied. No. Stop. It's nothing. Wrong, love. There's an idea in that devious mind of yours. No, nothing. Please stop. Tell me. Okay. Okay. But, please stop. Jason stopped tickling her, gave her a chance to catch her breath, and said, Start talking, or I start tickling again. Okay. Okay. I want Ariane to meet Jamie. No. Please. Why? I think they'd like each other. And, if they don't? They will. Are you sure she'll understand? Yes. How do you propose to introduce them? At Halloween. Halloween? In Paris. In Paris. There was a full-page ad for a package deal in Paris on Halloween. 3 days and 2 nights. And I thought that maybe the 4 of us could go. And I'd do Halloween as Jamie? I'm not sure. But I know that people tend to do Halloween more in scary costumes. Like mummies, ghosts, goblins, witches, and vampires, instead of the cute costumes like princesses, superheroes, and cartoon character. Maybe Jamie, but as some other female form. So. Not Jamie, but something dark. Maybe. But, we'd have to work on something. I'll think about it. But, right now I want you. The following morning at breakfast, Jason smiled at Ronnie and said, I'm game. Game for what? The Paris thing. Really? Yes. As long as you're sure about Ariane and Henri. So, what am I going as? I'm sure. But, as to what you're going to be? I don't know yet. But, first I'll check with Ariane and be sure they want to go. Then I'll start working on costumes. Is she going to know ahead of time what we're wearing? No. I want to keep it, and Jamie, a secret. So, she won't know I'm going to be a female something until she sees me? Exactly, love. Later that day, Ronnie and Ariane talked about the Paris trip. And Ariane was excited about it, thought it sounded like fun, and was all for it. And wanted to go look at costumes with Ronnie. But Ronnie told her that it would be more fun to surprise each other in Paris. And Ariane finally agreed with her. Ronnie started looking for costumes. She was a woman on a mission. It took a lot of searching. But one day, in a small costume shop, she found just what she was looking for. That evening she told Jason, I found you a great costume. What? It's a secret, even from you, until we get to Paris. Come on. No. It'll be more fun that way. Well, what are you going to be? She just smiled at him. And he said, I know, it's a secret. But, she said, there is something that you need to get used to wearing before we go. So, you can have that part of the costume. Now I am worried. No. I just don't want you breaking your neck. Break my neck? Don't go away. I'll be right back. Jason just shook his head as he watched Ronnie almost run out of the room. She was back in a matter of seconds with a box. She opened the box and pulled out a pair of black lace-up, knee-high boots with a 2-inch platform sole and 5-inch heels. Jason looked at the boots and said, I will break my neck in those. No, lover. Not if you practice. Besides, I'll be 6'3". Yeah. A really tall, stunning. A really tall, stunning, what? Thought I'd slip and tell you. Didn't you? I hoped you would. No such luck, lover. Let's try these on and be sure I got the right size. Jason removed his shoes, socks, and pants. Sat on the couch and Ronnie helped him put on the boots and lace them up. Then she helped him stand up and asked, well, do they fit? I guess. They're not tight. But they're too tall. No, they're just right. Just wear them as much as you can until we go to Paris, and you'll be fine in them. I hope so. Jason tried walking and had some problems. To start with, getting used to the platform and heels was a little tricky. He felt like he was going to break an ankle. He had worn heels before, but nothing like this. He took small, baby, steps. And, as the evening progressed, he started to get used to them. At least he didn't feel like he was going to break an ankle. Over the following weeks, Jason, and sometimes Jamie, wore the boots as much as possible and actually became very good at walking in them. But, Ronnie still wouldn't tell him what he was going to be. Early on All Hallows Eve Day, Ronnie, Jason, Ariane, and Henri were checking into their hotel in Paris. They met for an early diner, then retired to their rooms to change into their costumes for the evening, after agreeing to meet at 8 in the lobby. That's all for now. See you in the next video. For more interesting stories, please subscribe to our channel, and for exclusive content, please join us on Patreon. Link in the comment.